Tables can now be set for up to 10 people at restaurants across the Commonwealth, save for a few exceptions. This is one of the notable changes included in the Baker administration's revised guidelines released last week, increasing the limit from 6 people per table to 10. Now, bars are still closed. They're part of phase 4, meaning they have to wait until there's a coronavirus vaccine. But restaurants will be allowed to serve food to patrons in bar areas. Now, parties just have to be seated and spaced 6 feet apart. Some cities, as I mentioned, holding off on adding seats until their COVID numbers go down. At last check, that includes Boston, Worcester, and Framingham. Live in Waltham, Nick Giovanni, WBZ This Morning.
A Boston restaurant owned by social media star Salt Bae has been shut down for violating COVID-19 safety guidelines. This is video posted on his Instagram of crowds gathering outside of New Sarett when it opened about a week ago on Arlington Street. According to the Globe, the city ordered the steakhouse to close Saturday after receiving multiple complaints about the lack of social distancing and people not wearing masks. The city's licensing board is holding 2 hearings tomorrow to discuss the violations.
A new report says President Trump paid just $750 in federal income taxes in both 2016 and 2017 and paid nothing in 10 of 15 years dating back to 2000. The New York Times says it obtained more than 2 decades of returns for the president and his companies. They say the president reported losing more money than he made and has hundreds of millions of dollars in debt. The president called the article fake news. His attorney tells the Times he has paid tens of millions of dollars in, quote, personal taxes.
President Trump's former campaign manager is in a mental health facility this morning after barricading himself in a home with weapons and threatening to harm himself. Brad Parscale's wife called police in Fort Lauderdale last night. He eventually surrendered to officers. Nobody was hurt. President Trump demoted him over the summer. A campaign spokesperson says they love him like family and will support him through this time.
State police say 2 people were hit by a car right here on Monsignor O'Brien Highway in Cambridge. Both of them were rushed to Mass General Hospital with potentially serious injuries. Police say the 2 pedestrians were hit just before 8:30 last night. The driver did stay on the scene and was interviewed by detectives. It's unclear what caused the driver to hit these 2 people. State police say they don't have any further